Thank you for all who have replied in the chat that you were able to navigate to the platform. Maybe can we have an idea, and please raise your hand. Who of you already managed to get certificates? Please raise your hand. There's this raise your hand function. Aha, 1, 2. Oh, yes, great. Okay. So please, if you have managed to get a certificate, raise your hand. So 6 people out of, oh, how many are we? 70? 77. 5 persons out of 77. Great, thank you. You can lower your hand again. So you click on the hand and then it will disappear. So what about the others? Are you there? Are you awake? Do you have energy? From those who have not raised a hand and did not write in the chat that they made it to the platform. What do you need from our side that you can join the platform? Can we get some feedback from your end? Please don't be quiet. This is an interactive session, so feel free to come in, open your microphone or write in the chat. We need to know what your challenges are and what works well, so that we can also improve and see what you further need in order to really make sure that you can do the courses, that you can learn and study the content, and that you will also successfully receive a certificate in the end. I see some have received many certificates already. That's great. Congratulations. How about the others? I see now one hand from Reese. Do you want to come in? Is there any challenge? Ah, no, the hand is gone again. Okay. Then who from those who just joined the call, what are your struggles? Why did you not receive a certificate yet? Or what was the problem that you could not make it to the platform yet? Can you please give us some feedback? Don't be shy, please. Yeah, Melaya, this is the second class for all of you. But last time, so for those who were able to join the last session on Wednesday, we have introduced you to the platform. So now we want to get feedback from your end, whether you were able to join the platform, whether you were able to do some courses, whether you have received your first certificate. Especially important is the Agriculture as Business course this week. And for those who have not joined on Wednesday, we would also be curious to know whether you were able to watch the recording and whether you were able to basically check out the platform already and enroll into the Agriculture as Business course. Okay, there are some, there's one I have not yet enrolled. Some say it's their first class. Maybe, Letitia, maybe can you do another introduction about the course? I also see that somebody watched the recording. Oh, this is great. Then our efforts were good for something. So Letitia, do you want to give another demonstration what the Agribusiness e-Academy is and how to find a course?
Yes, Melanie, I can do that. Give me a minute to reshare my screen.
Perfect, yes. And in the meantime, please don't be shy. Come in if you want to raise a question or if you want to report challenges. Cynthia, I see your hand. Please come in. You have to unmute your microphone and then you can speak. Okay, Cynthia also doesn't want to talk to us. The course was not sent to your emails, Malaya. What we have shared, sorry, Letitia.
Yes, so actually the link to the course was shared via the email you all received.
I'll be at email, yeah.
Yes. So I'm putting the link again in the chat. There's the link to the platform where you have access to all the courses, and I'm going to share my screen so that I take you through how to sign up onto the course.
But it's not a course like a package or something that you have received as attachment. You have received the link and you have received all the material that we show on Wednesday. Okay, Susan is asking the meeting and discussion time. So today we don't have a lecture. I'm not sure if you remember, well, maybe we can also show you again the plan of the. Okay, some are also saying they have watched the recording, enrolled in the course, but not completed yet. That's also fine. Let me quickly show you again the timeline of also for the newcomers who were not able to join last time. And please, we highly encourage you to watch the recording. We are not going to repeat everything from the last session. So this is a program that includes a lot of self-study from your end. So only if you are committed, and I also make sure that you are opening the links, the material we are sharing with you, the recordings, then you will be successful in this program. It's your own decision. We are not forcing anyone, but if you want to be successful in this program, we highly encourage you to really look into the recordings and follow the instructions. So the idea of this program is we have always Wednesdays and Fridays a session, each at 12 GMT. On Wednesdays, we start with a welcome check-in. Then we always have an expert session. So you get some more information about the content in the course and some additional information as well. And you also have the possibility to interact with the expert. And we also have time for reflection, and then we usually introduce you to the next steps. So the homework of the Wednesday session 2 days ago was that you are finalizing the Agriculture as Business course, part 1 and part 2, until next week. This is your assignment. So there's a lot to do on your end. The Friday session, on the other hand, is meant to discuss your questions. So this is a really interactive session. And here you can prepare your questions. The questions can be in terms of technical. So maybe you are struggling with enrolling, you are struggling with creating your account on Atingi. Maybe you struggle to find the courses, but it can also be content related. So in case you have, I don't know, a question on slide 4 of the Agriculture as Business course because you did not understand what, I don't know, net present value is, then you can also ask the content questions. It's a self-paced study on Atingi. There is no tutor, but we offer you now this unique chance that you have the possibility to interact directly with the ABF team, also with the authors of these courses. And if you need further explanation, or you would like to get maybe also the opinions of your peer learners, then this is the chance to interact with each other. And this is what we are doing today. So we can only have the session, or the session only works when you also become interactive and you are not shy, and please ask all your questions or share your comments here. The program is set actually for 8 weeks, and by the end, you will be able to develop your own business model canvas for Agri-Canvas. And this will also help you for the next call of submission. So we are running regularly calls for submission of viable business project ideas where you have the chance to win very attractive prizes. But for this, you need to be very successful and you need to fulfill the entire program. Then you also will be able to develop your product or service profile. You will have access to basic costing and record keeping tools, and you get some market readiness insights. And the program is running for 8 weeks in total, meaning the first 2 weeks, so now we are in the first week, next that's the second week, is the routing. So here we make sure that we transmit the basic requirements for business mindset, that you understand very well the climate resilience and the importance for your business of climate resilience, and that you go through the Agriculture as Business course. Week 3 to 4 is about sprouting. So here we go into the strategic modeling and finance, into the agro processing as a business, but also into business model canvas and the Agri-Canvas. Then week 5 to 6 is the flowering weeks. So here you will learn more about the business practices and linkages, value chain in a nutshell, but also good agriculture and processing practices. And also here, you have the chance to interact with very interesting experts. And week 7 to 8, sorry for the misspelling, is the harvesting. So you will find out more about access to finance, how to conquer domestic market, but also how to access international markets, especially the European market. So you see the content is highly relevant in order to boost your businesses, but also in order to make sure that you successfully graduate from all the courses that we have online. I hope this is a bit clearer how the program works. And indeed, there is a WhatsApp group, and I think Letitia also shared the link with all of you in her email.
Yes, I'll put it in the chat again here, just in case someone missed it.
All right, any questions to the program so far? Is the program clear? Are the goals and objectives clear to anyone? I don't know, is silence good or bad? Please, this is an interactive session. We want to hear your voices. Can we get some feedback? Okay, the program is clear. Very good. Perfect. Good. Then we have the first box tag. Good, then maybe we go back,
Can you
Letitia,
hear
to
me?
the...
Good
Yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Olawale Rukayat from Nigeria. I joined the session yesterday, and I would say that it's clear, but because we have volume, this is my own suggestion. Because we have volume, a large number of entrepreneurs in the room in one chat, a lot of messages are coming in on the WhatsApp chat, and it's easy for somebody that maybe probably had gone to do his or her work, coming back in the night to catch up with information that has been shared earlier, maybe by the teacher in the room or something like that. So I would suggest, when information is being shared that is important to us as entrepreneur on this program, you can mute the chat in a way that people can't send messages up until when maybe after 10 hours everybody have seen the message and it's clear that okay, this is what we are supposed to do. Because for me it was clear, because I was in the class yesterday and I received my email and were able to start the online training, online e-academy yesterday. But for someone that was not in the class and is trying to catch up, it's a whole lot, because a lot of messages were coming in on the WhatsApp chat. So I'll suggest, if you can mute sending in messages from everyone to just only the admin. In that way, we can easily catch up with informations that are being shared. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rukayat. Do I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you did.
Great, perfect. Thank you so much for your suggestion. This is well noted. Letitia, I think we can do that we mute the chat, but only the organizers can post something. On top, you will get all the important information always via email. So please, it's very important that you check your email inbox regularly, because everything that we are sharing, we are always sharing also via email. And that's where you get, for example, then the links, where you get the links to the recording, and so on and so forth. So please check your email inboxes regularly. Wow, now I see a lot of hands. That's a good sign. Oria. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Oria Briggs, do you want to come in?
Hello.
Hello. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. My name is Mary from Agribusiness. I'm connecting from Kenya. Thank you for your presentation. Most part of it was clear, but I heard you mention that it's a 8 weeks program, and then there is another stage of application after the 8 weeks. So I really wanted you to clarify about the criteria to get to the next stage. Thank you.
The next stage, it's more like an open call. So this is not only for you, but actually we publish it everywhere in social media, in various platforms. So everybody who works in the maize, cocoa, or livestock value chain, and who is operating in one of the member state countries of the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, are eligible to submit your viable business project ideas. The advantage you have, if you have finalized this Accelerator program, that you are very well equipped to submit your business idea, and the chances are high that you can also maybe get one of our awards, one of our prizes. But the information will then be shared once the call is open. If I'm not mistaken, on 1st of August, we will open the next call. And it's running for 3 months. But we can also share it then in the group, in the WhatsApp group, so that you don't miss the information. Okay, great. Thank you very much for your question. Then Hilda, please.
Hi, my name is Hilda from Kenya. Thank you again for this session. I have got two things. One, there's a lady who suggested I mute the WhatsApp.
Hilda, it's very difficult to understand you. There's a lot of background noise.
All right. I'm sorry, I might have to move just so because I'm in a noisy place. Okay.
Do you want to try later again when the background noise is better? Okay, then Rami, please come in. Can't hear you
Hello?
yet. Yes,
Can
now
you
we
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yes,
Okay, great.
perfect.
Okay, so I was like a follow-up to what the lady said earlier about the WhatsApp group. I was thinking that it was a good opportunity for us to learn from each other. So if it's muted for only admins, we'll miss that opportunity because I noticed that important messages are also emailed to us. So I would suggest that we keep it open so that amongst us as entrepreneurs, we can share our specific problems where another entrepreneur can help us with on the WhatsApp platform because we still get the important messages via email. So I would suggest that it will not be closed so that we can benefit from each other's experiences. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rami, for your opinion. I think isn't there also the possibility to pin or to somehow make important messages more visible in WhatsApp?
Yes, Melanie. So
Yeah.
all the important messages are being pinned. It's rather unfortunate that those who joined late sometimes will not see it. So what we do is we try to repin it. So for those who joined late, they will not see the pin messages, but some of them also try reposting it for them to see it.
Okay, perfect. Then maybe if this is your wish that you would really like to interact, and I mean this is indeed a platform where you can interact easily because you don't have access to MS Teams, then we can also make the agreement that important messages from our end will be pinned. You always get all the information via email, and this one we can ensure because email is actually our main communication channel. And then you can use the WhatsApp group for your own discussions, and it's rather voluntarily to participate there. So for whoever it's helpful, feel free to join the group. If you don't find it helpful, then mute the group or even leave the chat. You will still get the important information via email. Is that fine? Are we on an agreement? Silence means no objection. Okay, great. Then, Ruth, you are the next one. Ruth, are you there? Okay, I can't hear you. Sorry, the lady from Oria Prix. What was her name again? I also see your hand raised. Okay, now all hands are down. Ruth, do you still want to come in? No. Okay, very good. Perfect. Then Hilda, you let us know when you have a good sound, so then we can also tackle your question. Wonderful, great. So, Letitia, over to you. Do you want to guide us again to the platform?
Yes, Melanie. Thank you. Give me a minute whilst I pull the platform. All right, so I hope you can all see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. So for those who are not able to navigate the platform, I have shared the link in the chat, and you can also see the link at the top here. So this is an easiest way to go straight to the platform is by using the link. We'll also try to post the link in the WhatsApp group so that it's easy for you to access it. But in case you don't have the link and you want to go to the platform, just type Agribusiness e-Academy on Google and you will see Agribusiness e-Academy under Atingi. So I'm going to do that here. So here you are. You realize that you see it under Atingi because you are using the Atingi platform for hosting the Agribusiness e-Academy. It takes you directly to the platform. What you have to do is if you are a new learner or you have not accessed Atingi before, you have to register first. So you register here and then you put in your details. If you already have a Gmail account, or you have a Yoma account, you don't have to put in the details. You just have to click Gmail or Yoma. So I am already have an account. I'm going to use Gmail here. So I'll just go ahead and click Gmail. Once you click on it and you start, it will take you to the platform. It either brings you here or it brings you to the home interface after you have done the registration. This is how the home interface looks like. Okay. So this is how the home interface looks like if you sign in new. So it either brings you to the home interface or it takes you to the Agribusiness e-Academy page. Once you are on the home interface and you want to locate the Agribusiness e-Academy, you just come to the topics. So you come to the topics here. And here, the topic that you are going to choose is going to be agriculture and nutrition. That is the main topics that our courses are under. So you choose agriculture and nutrition. Okay. So one thing that I want you to note is that all our courses have the logos up here. So we always have our logos at the right top corner of all our courses or on the cover page. So for you to locate our courses, it makes it very easy. Just click on any of the courses that you see that have our logo on it. And then it brings you to the about of the course that you have selected. Because you are not too sure, maybe in the beginning, you're not too sure of the course you are going to do. So I want to direct you straight to the platform before we go into the courses. So to go to the platform, you read through the introduction and realize that there's Agribusiness e-Academy in here, or you can just scroll down here and you see that it tells you that this course appears as part of the following learning offerings, which is the Agribusiness e-Academy. Just click on it and then it takes you to the home page. For most of the courses that we have are on the English homepage, but we have different homepages also, depending on the language that you want to learn in. So if you are comfortable learning in a different language, you can choose the languages here. The language that we have available is English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and then the additional language that we have is Swahili. For Swahili, you see SW. As you can see, it's not here, so I'm just going to click French, and then we roll back to English and Swahili. So English and Swahili are combined together. This is because most countries that speak Swahili also speak English. So you realize that we combine both English and Swahili. So if you want to take the course in Swahili, you just have to scroll down to the end of it, and you see the Swahili courses down here. What you should know that the Swahili courses only come in the climate resilient courses. That is the only courses that you find in Swahili. Aside that, all our courses are in English, and then you can also get majority of the course in French and then Portuguese and Spanish. To go into the course, what you have to do is either click on, so the first thing you should know is the course that you are going to take. For now, the main focus courses that we are taking is Agriculture as a Business Part 1 and 2. So that is what you can see on your screen under Entrepreneurship in Agribusiness. So here, Entrepreneurship in Agribusiness is hosting a lot of courses that we have on the platform. For you to navigate through the courses, you just have to use the arrow here, which shows you the other courses that we also have under this category. I'm going to start with Agriculture as a Business. So you either start by clicking on this or you click on View. Once you click on View, the course opens. And then to navigate the course, you are supposed to read the introduction or the information that the course gives you, because that will give you a sense of how you are going to navigate the courses. So you read this information to also give you an essence of what exactly you will be learning from the course and how many hours it will take you to take the course, give and take. To start the courses, most of our courses come with a glossary, and this gives you an information of what is in the course. So it gives you some definitions that you find in the courses so that you are not lost in case you find anything you do not understand. So if you see any word you do not understand, you come back to the glossary and it's going to guide you to understand some of the themes in the course. And then we also have the introduction. When you click on the introduction, there are information that it needs you to understand. Here in introduction, it tells you how to navigate the courses, what you will learn, and the number of hours or minutes that you take to do the courses. To start the introduction, you have to click on this, which is the 5HP file. All our courses have files in them. Some might be 5HP, others might not. So as we progress, you realize that you meet other files to which comes in different forms. So here it comes in the PPT style. So I'm going to click it so that we all see how it looks like. So this is how the course comes in. And I have completed it already. So that's why you see the green check at the left corner of it. That's because I have already completed this module. To start the module, you just click on the arrow and then you continue in that respect. So this is how you get the information in the courses. And then in most of the courses also, we have interactions in there. Some of the interaction include the voiceovers that you receive in it. And then we also have information where we also share more information or source file for you to go and expand your knowledge on. Those are the things that you should note when you are doing the course, because if you are not able to navigate through the course, you will not be able to complete. There might even be an instance that the course will not allow you move ahead, like I'm able to move ahead because you have missed some interactions in the course. So that's how it's going to run. And if you would prefer to also download the course and use it later, you can also, there's a file here that you can download. So you can download the information in the course and then you use it later. Once you've been able to go through the courses, we also have a module that we've named as quizzes. So you have to go through the quizzes. And for the quizzes, you mostly have 2 attempts. You have 2 attempts to attempt all quizzes the quiz that is given to you under this particular module. In case you fail the 2 attempts, then it means you cannot move forward to the next module. So you realize that this is module 2. So once I pass this quiz, I will be able to move on to module 3. But if you are not able to move on to module 3, that is because either you missed some interactions in the content or you missed the quiz. If you do not pass the quiz, then you can send me an email with the name of the course that you are doing, the session title, and the quiz title. Then I can reset the attempt for you to go ahead and complete your quiz. Once you are done, it allows you to move on to the next module. So basically, this is how the courses are. And if you have any questions, I am open to take them. Yes, Celestine. Celestine, please, you can unmute.
Yeah, hello, Letitia. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, my apologies. Yeah, thanks so much for the opportunity for we ladies as well. Some of us are not fully into agriculture. We are into salt. So I don't know which of the courses you suggest to us to be able to do as well, or do we have to still do the agriculture courses as well?
Melanie, do you want to come in?
Sorry, Celestine, can you repeat the question? I was typing in the chat and didn't listen
that's
well.
fine. Okay, so some of us are not fully into livestock or any other agricultural produce, right? We are into, let's say, salt distribution. Yeah, so just want to know, in terms of the courses, which of them would you suggest for us to do?
Very good question. I would still recommend to you to go through the Ag as a Business course. Even though the examples are very much in primary production, the tools that are introduced there and that you can also download in the course are equally valid for any other business. So you then have, of course, you need to transfer from the primary production maybe to salt distribution business, but still the tools are also very relevant for you to do your calculations and your business plan accordingly. So I highly encourage you to also go through agriculture as a business. And then most probably agro-processing as business, which will come next week, will be even more relevant. But still, there are not all the tools included that we have in agriculture as business. And therefore, I would still recommend to you to go through this course as well.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Melanie. We also have Ruth.
I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes.
Good afternoon from this side. My name is Ruth Areyo from Nigeria, and I have known about Atinge platform for some time. And to say the fact that I've explored it a few times and I've used it for some training because I am a trainer myself. So I want to ask, and if both Letitia can help us, are there other opportunities beyond the agripreneur courses? Are there other opportunities available for us as trainee under this course? Are there other opportunities in Nigeria, in Africa, open to us beyond just learning and improving on our businesses? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'll hand that over also to Melanie.
What kind of other opportunity are you looking for? Because so what we are aiming here with this program is to make sure that especially women participants are successful in the graduation of the courses. What we have realized in our analytics, we have a lot of female enrollments. However, the female graduation is very low. And we wanted to offer this program so that also female participants successfully graduate from the courses and successfully can study the content. Besides that, as mentioned already, we will have another call for submission of viable business project ideas, where you are more than welcome to also then submit your ideas. It will come in August. We will then also share the respective information. And if you have on top now questions either regarding the content, or maybe you also are already applying some tools that you have downloaded from the courses and you want to put them into action in your own business, so you want to work with them, and you then have questions, then you have this opportunity here in the program to ask the questions and get support either from your peers or from us. This is currently the support we are offering. Are you looking for anything else on top?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Good answer. But then, from what you just said, some of us may already have some of this knowledge, and we are happy to be here to learn more, you know, as continuous education is very necessary in the agri sector. By the way, I'm a farmer. I'm a primary producer in crops and animals. I raise goats and vegetables and some maize. So, but majorly for me, I have quite a number of women that I lead that have a need for some of this knowledge to be broken down in languages that they understand, for us to come to their level, you know, and explain it to them. But we don't have the capacity. So I am looking at, are there opportunities, such opportunities with GIZ, on Atinji, or for women who don't even have access to platforms like this?
So besides the e-learning, we also have face-to-face training approaches. And you are from Nigeria, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so in Nigeria, for example, we are implementing the farmer business school approach, where also especially women learn how to do very basic record keeping, how to do, for example, basic gross margin calculations, and so on and so forth. So this we offer on top, but it's always in the frame of a project. So usually they have defined target groups already. And therefore, I cannot promise you that the women you are working with are now included in this target group, because it depends on the region, the value chain, and so on and so forth. If you want more information, I can also encourage you to check out our website. I posted in the chat as well. Have a look into especially output 1 and the download section. And if one of these training approaches appears very relevant for you and the women you are working with, let us know. And we can see what collaboration would be possible.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm good. Thank you very much.
Great. Ruth, one follow-up question, because you said you have all the knowledge already. Do you have a business model canvas, and do you have a multi-annual cash flow done for your farm or for your enterprise?
That question will be difficult for me to answer directly because
so I'm sure you will learn something.
So the challenge is, I know about it. I have designed for some people, but I have not designed for myself.
Good.
So
Then
I
you
am
are
going
right
to
in
be
this
that
program.
committed. Yes, I am. Thank you. It's a great opportunity.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Ruth and Melanie. Do we have any more questions?
Yes, Betty, Vala.
Okay, there's Betty. Yes, Betty, please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. Betty from Uganda. I'm interested in the program and I want to go all the way with the program. My question though is what additional support do you give after the program? And specifically, I'm looking for market access because I grow coffee and I'm going into value addition. But I'm interested in markets outside in Africa and beyond for coffee in terms of roasted beans. Thank you.
Betty, then we highly encourage you to stay until week 7 and 8. So to go through the entire program. Week 7 and 8 will focus on market access, domestic and international. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
Very good.
All right, thank you. Emily?
Hi, I'm Emily from Malawi. So I wanted to ask about the course itself. When I was going through the program on Activity, I saw that the courses are focusing on cocoa, agriculture, maize, and some livestock activities. Now for me, I'm into cassava growing, and I want to also venture into chili farming. Is it like what is strictly for those into maize and cocoa and livestock, or any other person can also join the program? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emily, for your question. So again, we as a project, Agribusiness Facility for Africa, due to the requirements of our donor, European Union, are focusing very much on maize, cocoa, and livestock. However, our Agribusiness E-Academy is open to any kind of value chain. So in the Agribusiness E-Academy, of course, we have courses, for example, in good agricultural practices that are focusing, for example, only on maize or only on cocoa. But all the business courses, the entrepreneurship courses, they are open. So we have designed it in a way that you find examples from any kind of value chain in there, from perennial plantations, annual crops, aquaculture, livestock, all included. So we try to be as generic as possible and to reflect the entire agricultural sector. Then there are other courses on market access that focus a bit more maybe on cocoa again as an example, but still you can also take something out of it for your value chain. So yeah, here in the program, we are quite open and the focus is really on all kinds of enterprises. Where we are very clear with the restrictions is then for the call of submission of viable business project ideas. Here, unfortunately, we can only focus on maize, cocoa, and livestock. The reason is that the prizes entail, for example, seed funding, and due to the restrictions with our donors, we can only fund, yeah, basically cocoa, maize, and livestock businesses there. But in the Accelerator GrowHer program, we are tackling any kind of enterprise, as well as in the Agribusiness E-Academy.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Melanie. Do we have any more questions?
Oria Prix has
Oh,
the hand
yeah,
raised again.
Bricks.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry, I forgot your name.
No problem. My name is Mary.
Mary.
And yes, I started my business last year, whereby I'm converting maize cobs into eco-friendly briquettes. And I had seen the recent call for application for the window that was closed, of which one of the requirements was getting into the platform, completing 3 modules, getting the certification, and then submitting all the certificates and my application details, of which I did all that. So I don't know, am I in the right place or am I going to do another application? Please shed more light on that. Thank you.
All the applications are received. We also had an independent evaluation committee who was screening all the applications. That was 1 week ago in Ghana, 2 weeks ago in Ghana. However, we have not finalized the screening yet. So we are still about to identify the winners. So I'm not sure. I don't see the names there. We only see certificate numbers, so I cannot tell you if you are amongst the pre-selected ones or not. But I can assure you that soon we will communicate the winners.
All right. Thank you, Melanie. We also have Connie. Connie, please go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm calling from Uganda. I don't specifically have a question, but I just want to encourage everyone who is in the platform and part of this training to participate. One most important thing is having the information and having the knowledge. It may not be very important at the moment because you are into a different value chain or you're into services, but you could use the knowledge you are receiving now to train someone or to support somewhere. So I just want to encourage whoever is in the group to participate. I'm into maize and soybean, I'm into seed production. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie, for the encouragement. All right. Do we have any other question?
Yeah, thank you so much, Connie. This is indeed well received and great to motivate each other. There are Septis.
Hi, I'm Septis from Sierra Leone. We're into cocoa. We do cocoa and part of our key activities as we are implementing them as well. I want to ask if there are any extra support on that,
What kind of extra support are you looking for?
like funding or something like that.
So the funding, we currently have no funding now for in this program. So we encourage you to submit your viable business project idea in the next call for submissions. If you submitted an interesting and very viable idea, then you might be amongst the winners. Otherwise, I know GIZ in Sierra Leone is also working in the cocoa value chain. They have a new project, so there might soon more activities are coming up.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Centrary.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if my question really addresses what you're really trying to teach us, but I really appreciate the course. I have actually attended some courses on this. So for me, I'm trying to do organic farming on maize, and other grains. So my main concern now is I don't know if you can help me uncover maybe what can I say? Eco-friendly or organic herbicides and pesticides that we can use in farming. That's like my question for now.
I'm not sure if I understood your question, like how can we support you with
Okay, so the support that I need is access to information pertaining the innovation on safe herbicides and pesticides that we can use in maize production and other things like that.
Very good point. Actually, through our component 2 in the project, we are also working together with private sector companies. And I know that we have many projects that are specifically for the maize value chain, producing, for example, organic fertilizer or organic pesticides. We are currently in the status where we are collecting all the information and preparing best practices out of it. And we will upload all these best practices in a portal. Once this is done, once we have uploaded it, we can share with you the link and then you get access to it's kind of a recipe book, like how to produce your own, for example, biofertilizer. But this is still in the making, so give us some more time.
All right, thank you so much. I'll be waiting for it.
Perfect.
Okay. We have Sarah. Yes, Sarah, you can go ahead and unmute. If not, Septis, is this a new hand?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, this is Sarah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sarah.
Please, I've not been able to get the navigation link. Please, can I have the link, please?
Do you mean the e-Academy link?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we'll put it in the chat. Septis, please, if there's a new hand, please go ahead.
No. That's not a new hand.
Okay. All right. If there are no more questions, I think we'll continue from here. So for those who were able to go through the platform, go through the courses, we shared a link for you to also present your learning so that we can also learn some of the things that you are actually attributing to the work that you are doing. So, Melanie, can we go ahead and listen to them?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so we will start with Charity. So Charity, please, if you are on the call, kindly unmute and then you can start your presentation. I will regulate it for you. Do we have Charity on the call? Okay, I see a Charity, but I'm not sure if it's the same person, so I will move on to the next person. Okay. All right, so the next presentation will also come from Zamzam.
Can't see Zamzam in the call.
Zamzam is also not in the call. Then we have also from Somalia, Saratu. Do we have Saratu in the call?
I also can't see her.
Okay. Wow. It's the is it 3 of them that submitted to present? Yeah.
But that's maybe also a good question then, Letitia. What maybe can we get some feedback? What are your challenges with MS Teams? Is it that you cannot find the link? I mean, you managed now to join this call, but some of you also came late or are kicked out of the call. Can we get some feedback? Like, what is the main challenge? Is it that you don't find the link, or that the network is too weak, or that you, I don't know, are very busy with other activities? So
Can I go on?
yes, please.
Yeah, so the problem with Teams is that sometimes when the network is not stable, you cannot get in. It will keep telling you that you should hang on. So until the network is stable, and network is sometimes shaky, that you cannot get locked in. So that's the problem with it. I think it's network connectivity, because when the network is not up to full bar, it's hard to connect on Teams.
Okay. Well understood. Thank you very much for the feedback. Samira,
Also,
you also
can
want
I
to
share
give?
my experience with the?
Mhm.
I'm talking about the experience so far that I've had for the in the platform.
Yeah, please. We are curious to
Yes.
hear.
Yeah. So I finished one course, and it's so nice. The way the the platform is set up. I think the only thing that gets a little bit worrisome is when, like for me, if I take my phone to hotspot my laptop, the network is shaky. But if I use it on my phone, it's better. And when you're watching like videos or sometimes the slides, they they don't fit on the screen of the phone. So you have to be turning the phone to see if there's something hiding on the other side. But so far, it has been great, and it's very accessible, and it doesn't take too much for slides to load or other things. And I actually learned something that I think is been the reason that my startups have not been working.
the first part of the agribusiness training, where they talked about the first thing to do is to look for demand, to check the market first. I used to think there is passion. So reading through the course, I saw why the demand comes first, and it has been great that is pushing me to see why I've been failing in other aspects. So that's what I have for
That's
today.
perfect. Thank you so much for the feedback. So did I understand you well? Your first course was the Agriculture as Business course that you have done?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, then we know the Agriculture as Business course has still like kind of this PowerPoint format. The other courses in the next weeks, they will be better, especially when you use your phone. So then also this issue that you might miss information will hopefully be reduced because the other courses are from the format better adapted to the phone size.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah, good. Thank you so much for your feedback. That's great. And I'm very happy you already learned the first lesson, know your market, know your customer. Very important.
Thank you.
Good. Then Samira. Samira, do you want to come in? Samira, once you can hear us, then please open your microphone. Okay, then in the meantime, maybe we continue with Maponso Alice Musili. Ah, I see Samira is unmuted. Do you want to come in?
I talk now because I'm on my way to go home.
Ah, okay. What's your question? Or you want to come in later? Maybe later. Then, Alice, I also saw your microphone unmuted.
Good evening, ladies. Or good afternoon. I'm Maponso. I'm in Agri-Business. I'm from Lesotho. I went through the first modules on agriculture as a business, and I went through the risk side, managing the production risk. I think in most of the time during my production, I was limited, or I failed due to the fact that I couldn't manage the risk, particularly the climate one. I went into production, got hit by hailstorms, and then I realized that it is important that one really looks into the risk prior to production, so that it's better to accept or to transfer the risk, to say, okay, if we are already facing climate change and I have the risk in the production, how best can I prepare such that if this could not be totally avoided, but I still have to produce, people still need to eat. Can I look into the insurance sector to say, okay, maybe I can minimize the risk? So I managed to pick that it is also important to look into transferring the risk. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Very important, risk management, indeed. And especially climate change. It will affect us even more in future. So yeah, risk management is a key success factor in future for agricultural entrepreneurs. Thank you so much. Good. Then we have Esnat Mulenga.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay. First of all, I would love to say thank you for this platform that has been given. My name is Esnat from Zambia, and I am an agriculture economist student. Yes, so right now I do not have any agribusiness and I'm not doing anything, but I joined this program so that I can learn. And I wanted to ask, in what way can I maximize this opportunity to make sure that I fully benefit from it? Thank you.
I would say don't miss any session. Make sure you are participating if network allows and if your time allows, in especially the Wednesday sessions, because we really have great experts who are doing the lectures. So there you can also maybe ask questions, I don't know, that came up from your studies, that your professors were not able to reply to. Yeah, but otherwise I can just recommend, make sure you are joining the sessions, make sure you are doing the courses, and I'm also pretty sure it will help you for your own studies. So the content that we have in the courses is very relevant. It's very generic content, agriculture economics, that probably is relevant in all the agricultural studies around the world. So therefore, I think you are right here in this program, and you will benefit from it, and your studies will become either easier or your grades might even improve. And then maybe you also identify already a business idea for after your studies. So maybe you want to found a startup, or you want to have your own enterprise, or joining an enterprise as a CEO. Then you will get all the knowledge already that you will need in order to run it successfully. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Then we have Samisi.
Hey everyone. Hello?
We can hear you, yes.
Please, I don't know if this program is women-centric.
It is.
I'm a male.
And I heard your voice.
I'm a male, so that's why I'm calling to confirm. Though I love the program, is encouraging.
I leave it up to the other ladies whether they accept you or not.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
But the content is still relevant for male as well.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can also learn a lot here. And you see how powerful the ladies are. So I'm also sure you can learn a lot from the other ladies.
Seriously, you guys are trying. All right.
So feel free to join.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Good. Was there still anyone who wanted to come in? Not the case. So either everything is clear or nothing is clear. But from the feedback in the chat, I see that a lot of you managed meanwhile to access the courses, that you were also able to do the first courses yourself. That's great. Kenan and Darlene, you have another question? Then please come in.
Yes, I wanted to ask a question that got me thinking, like when you see that there is a demand for something that you know very well, like from your experience and maybe your background, you can do it very well, but climate change is the highest factor that is stopping you to do it. And if you get to like insurance, like my other colleague talked about insurance, and you see that most African countries, I don't know about others, but for us in Cameroon, we don't have insurance for smallholder farmers or small businesses, except the big businesses that are exporting to Europe. If you don't have money for insurance, does it mean that that's like a stopping point for you to do that business, or there are other ways to get behind the challenge?
I like the question. Very good one. What about the others? What do you think? I don't want to reply immediately. Who has already just come in? You don't need to raise your hand. Just come in if you have a reply to this important question.
I think one aspect of adapting to climate change is looking at the other cultivars, especially if you're into crop production, to look into the short-term varieties, so that the moment you are hit by a challenge, for example, right now we are getting a warning about El Nino. If we're going for maize production, it says we have to look for a shorter, as in the crops that takes a short term, so that at least by the time we reach the peak of the El Nino, we have already harvested something. I think that applies for the crops. So adapting is one of the things to consider. That if we are having this risk, how do we adapt to it? Because some of the risks we cannot live without, or we are facing them, unfortunately. So it is important that if it's in the case of the crop production, we look for those varieties that take shorter. And for livestock, I think we have to go into the climate smart approach to say, okay, if I'm rearing the livestock, how best can I adapt, prepare for them, so that I will not be having a further challenge? What other alternatives will I have? How will I boost their health so that they can survive? So I think it goes into integrating those approaches, like, okay, what would be a better approach to mitigate or to adapt to that situation?
Thank you so much, Mapunzo, for all these answers. Very relevant.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Can I add something? I think the lady said the very important too. I would like to add a tip for the finances. In terms of the insurance, I would say that because agric, where I am in Ghana, is very difficult to get even financing for agric to start to think of insurance. So what you can do as an entrepreneur, agripreneur, is to put down some amount or a percentage of money into a compounding interest investment, so that it's not money you're going to touch, but it keeps rolling over and you keep adding a bit, so that in times when you have losses, that money would have grown for you. Thank you.
Also very important, the financial aspect. In fact, I don't know if anybody else wants to come in, but in fact, there are many ways how to adapt or mitigate risks, especially when it comes to climate change. I mean, I think the question was originally that if you have a demand for a certain product or a certain enterprise, but what happens if this is maybe not most suitable in a climate change scenario. So indeed, you can either work around with different varieties. So you choose varieties that are very well adapted, either to drought or to floodings or to salt water or whatever is the problem in your context. So the good thing is that with plant breeding, there was so much progress in the last years that this is already a major factor. Then you can also look into how to mitigate further. So for example, is it possible that you establish irrigation systems? Nowadays, there are really affordable drip irrigation systems available. That could be also an option. Or you might want to go with an agroforestry system. That sounds like more work because you have to manage trees and annual crops on the same plot. So it's maybe a bit more manual work that is needed. However, trees can really also mitigate some, or are actually very resilient. So especially in regions where you deal with a lot of heavy rain events, trees can really also protect your annual crops. So that's another system you can look into. Indeed, when it comes to the financing part, there are also many ways. I know that with insurance, it's still a very tricky topic, especially that smallholder farmers access climate risk insurances. However, for example, there are possibilities to work in a village saving group, VSLAs, for example. So that the community establishes basically a fund. It will start small in the beginning, but it can grow over the years. And this is a very effective measurement, actually, how to access funding. Another opportunity is also to work in cooperatives, to work in groups. Don't work individually. Your negotiation power in a group is so much higher than individually. You can, if you purchase inputs, etc., in bulk, you will really save money. The same if you sell your product in bulk, you can negotiate for much higher prices. So there are many, many ways how to deal with with climate change. A lot is also mentioned then in our climate smart agribusiness courses. So this will be tackled, I think, in the week 3 and 4. You can also be excited. And I hope that these courses will help you and give you further inspiration how you can manage the situation. Yeah, diversification, I see it in the chat, is also another way how to mitigate risk. So yeah, be excited for the climate smart agribusiness courses. There are lots of examples also included there. Good.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Please.
Yeah, this is Connie. In Uganda, specifically the northern part of Uganda, we have 2 seasons. I don't know from her region. I would also advise that if they have like 2 seasons, like we have in northern Uganda, maybe you identify which season is mostly affected by the climate change, and maybe in that season the production is not so much. So that in the first season or the second season where production is very good, that is when you invest more, you produce more. What you invest, then you reinvest in the village savings, so that at least you would have minimized the risk of losing it all. Yeah, I think that's what we do here. I don't know from her country how it is. Thank you.
That's great as well. Good point, to check the main season and the side season. Great, but we can discuss this topic also in more detail when we reach the Climate Smart Agribusiness Week. All right. Since we are basically at the end of our time for today, can we quickly check, are there still very burning questions from your end? Or do you have now all the knowledge and the links and so on that you need in order to access the courses so that you can do Agriculture as Business Part 1 and 2 until next Wednesday? I don't hear any complaints. So I assume it's all good. If not, feel also free to contact us in between. So either via WhatsApp in the group or Letitia is also showing her email address. Thanks, Letitia. All right, great. And we thank you so much for your active participation. I don't know, maybe we can crash the internet now and try to turn on our cameras so that we at least can see each other for once. Would be so nice to see your faces. Ah, Connie, nice to see you. Hi, Rami. Very good. So we wish you a lot of success for your assignment for the Agriculture as Business course, part 1 and 2. As said, if you have questions in between, feel free to reach out to us or feel free to reach out to the others in the WhatsApp group. I'm sure since you are a very strong group, one will always have a solution. And yeah, please keep active in the group. Use this platform to really exchange, also get opinions from other countries that you might have not heard about before. So it's a great opportunity to get like the entire continent, the knowledge of the entire continent together. So use this opportunity. Otherwise, over to you, Letitia.
All right. Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you everyone for joining. I think we've come to the end of today's session. You receive recordings as usual and also updates on the next steps. I have already shared the documents detailing the program structure on the WhatsApp group. I'll also share it via email so that everyone have access to it. But until then, we'll see you next week, Wednesday. Thank you so much. We hope next week you also come in your numbers. It's bye for now.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.